No, it is not. The Torah law is only the first 5 books of what the Jews call the Tanakh, and Christians call the Hebrew Old Testament. The books of the Torah are Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers and Deuteronomy. It is not clear what you mean by the apocrypha. To most Christians, Catholic, Orthodox etc., the apocrypha designates the fake gospels like to Proto-Evangelium of James, the so-called Gospel of Peter, and other Gnostic writings rejected by the early church as fanciful and false. Some Protestants however follow the 16th century Luther, who broke with 1,500 years of universal Christian tradition. Christians had always based their scriptures on the Greek Septuagint version, a translation made from the Hebrew in 300 to 200 AD in Alexandria, Egypt. The Septuagint includes the Greek books of Tobit, Judith, 1 and 2 Maccabees, Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, and Baruch. These are known as the deuterocanonical books, meaning second or later canon. Jerome included all these in his translation into the Latin Vulgate, although he was almost alone amongst all the Church Fathers in being reluctant to include the deuterocanonicals. Nevertheless, he accepted the decision of the Council of Rome, 382 AD, which stipulated the inclusion of the Greek deuterocanonicals. 1,135 years later, Luther decides to amputate the OT canon by dumping the deuterocanonicals and declaring them to be apocrypha only. He also wanted to scrap James, Jude, Hebrews and Apocalypse from the NT canon, but was persuaded by his acolytes not to do so. Yes. That is if you're talking about the Book of Revelations. You can find many things which are written in the Book of Revelations in the Old Testament. Example, the 4 horses of the Book of Revelations are spoken in the books of Daniel, Zacharias, Joel, Ezekiel, and others. John, not John the Divine, was in the Isles of Patmos for the word of GD, meaning, for terrifying his dead, burial, and resurrection. He was told to write the things which had already taken place past, the things taken place in his time, present, and write about what was yet to come, future. A lot had already happened, fulfilled, and in his present time were things being fulfilled. You might call it the time between the Old and New Testament writings long after the resurrection of the Messiah. The future things which still had to happen in the future ages to come. No. The Torah consists of the first 5 books of the Jewish Bible, which are also the first 5 books of the Christian Old Testament. None of the books of the Apocrypha are in the Jewish Bible, or the Christian New Testament, Protestant version, and although some of these books may be printed in a Roman Catholic Bible, they are in their own separate section, the Apocrypha. That's actually the point of the Apocrypha, writings that are not in the Bible, any Bible. Did Adam have previous name and was adopted by people of the mountain valley who mined ochre and gave him the name Adam, that means red? So he went through a ceremony to cover him up with the red earth for his rebirth in dirt, and he wasn't the first man. And in the beginning there was a bird who sang a song, and a man learned to talk by mimicking it to his partner all the day long?